What is going on, beautiful people? We got another really good video today. This one is about a trans lady, a man that turned into a woman that was having issues using the bathroom. Let's check it out. Looks like they had a disagreement between neighbors. Let's see what happened and let's break this down because this is a very interesting topic as a parent.
Well, this is just lovely. I had a neighbor confront me for using the women's restroom. I lived here for 4.5 years. Everyone should know that I'm a trans woman.
First, let's just say something nice. I think that she has great hair and it looks very bouncy if it were to be brushed or washed. And let's say something nice. Because this is a positive space here, guys. All right, take it easy in these comments. I'm gonna make some jokes. All right, but you can't really assume that everybody in your apartment knows you. Like, oh, I'm famous. You know, I'm out here popping. I'm popping. Tammy the trans lady's popping. You know, like I'm all up in these bathrooms. You know me. Like, your kids know me. Your brother know me. You remember? Like, nah, man. You might not be famous, man. Like a lot of people mind their business in their apartment building, and you know that they don't know what you are. They don't care. People have their own lives to live.
I've always been known as Kaylee. I've always used she, her pronoun. I've been having some stomach issues because of Trulicity, and I had to use the bathroom real quick, and they're single-use bathrooms, and it's the only place that I feel safe using the women's bathroom.
Which, fair enough, and in my opinion, is the only time you should use a woman's bathroom. That's just my personal opinion. You know, when I have a daughter, I have a son, but when I do have a daughter, I would not feel comfortable with a man being in there with her by herself. Just personal opinion. It's no hatred. I just don't feel comfortable. I'm sorry. I don't know. Hey.
Well, I got done and got out, and this neighbor was talking to another neighbor and started pointing out the sign. I knew exactly what she was talking about because there's a big old woman sign. And I'm like, is there a problem? She's like,
hell yeah, there's a problem. Why do people think, like, I try not to be mean, right? And I don't consider myself to be homophobic. I think your sexual orientation is completely your business and it should be kept private. But the bathroom situation, that's where I draw the line. I'll respect your pronouns. I'll say, how you doing, ma'am? I'll tell you look pretty, but you got to stay out that bathroom. It's just a no from me. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, you're using the woman's restroom. You're a man. And I said, I'm a trans woman. She's like, no, you're a man. And she kept saying that over and over. And she kept saying, you're not a she, you're a he.
Now, that's something I wouldn't say. You know, I would just simply state that, like, I just don't feel comfortable. You know, I don't feel comfortable experimenting with my child. If y'all want to experiment with y'all daughters and y'all are cool leaving your daughters alone with men that became women, or, you know, with her. If you feel comfortable leaving, you know, her and your daughter in the bathroom with her, not him, then that's on you. It's just not something I'm comfortable with.
You shouldn't be using it. You were born a man, and just over and over. And honestly, I just lost it.
I mean, is that wrong? Not to be, you know, hateful here, but she's technically right. What's your birth certificate say? I mean, you might be her now, but you came in as him. I don't know.
Just lost it and just started screaming and swearing. I just couldn't handle it. This is my home. This is my safe place. I should be able to use the restroom. The apartment manager knows I'm trans. Everyone knows my name is Kaylee.
Well, you're not a celebrity. Not everyone knows. You know, the manager may know, but do you know how many people are in apartment buildings? There are probably over 412. There are probably about 50 people in my apartment building. I highly doubt that, you know, the apartment manager in my building knows us all. I haven't spoke to my apartment manager since we got the keys 1.5 years ago. So, I mean, you know, this isn't to say that she doesn't deserve to use the bathroom, woman's bathroom. It's just single use, or like if you can just filter out the children. I'm okay with women, with trans women using the women's bathroom. It's just I worry about the children, you know, for obvious reasons. I don't let men inside the bathroom, and you know, I wouldn't let a man inside the bathroom with my daughter. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to sound like I'm not being, you know, showing signs of hatred or being a bigot, but I just don't feel comfortable with it. I'll try to educate myself, but I just can't get over it.
Then my group of friends, I thought my friends were all starting to yell at me saying I escalated and because she had 2 kids. I didn't even see the kids. They were there and I just lost it. Fight, flight, or freeze, and I fought. You don't know what it's like to be a trans person. And then when one friend started yelling at me, and none of them stood up for them. They blamed me that I
There are children present, of course.
was the one that was at fault. When none of them stood up to me when this person kept calling me he, she, he, man. Like,
well, you have to de-escalate. Just because you're a woman, it doesn't mean you suddenly no longer have to communicate effectively. Like, that's not what that means.
Triggering and awful. Like, I deal with enough on here. Like, my apartment should be a safe place. There's nothing safe.
Trigger, that T word.
For a trans person, there is nothing safe for a trans person. This is the life, and it fucking sucks. And even when you have your friends who don't have your back, and then my one friend, Annette, just starts screaming at me, and I'm like, start screaming back at her. I'm done. These are fair weather friends. These are not the friends that I need, want, and deserve. And if I can't find it here, I will find it elsewhere. So, I don't know. I'm so fucking triggered and feeling so awful.
Honestly, you have to be able to effectively communicate, and I wouldn't expect for my friends to stick up for me if that were the case. I'm just being honest here. Yeah, that's your own personal battle. It's not like they disowned you. I mean, if anything, you disowned your friends and turned your back on your friends. You were actually the fair weather friend. You're actually at fault. We got to take accountability when stuff like this happens, guys.
I just want to die. It fucking sucks. Here's what the men's and women's groups. So they're single-use bathrooms.
This is what they look like.
See, there's the men's. Here's the women's.
Why couldn't he use the restroom inside his apartment building?
Oh, thank you. As you can see, it's single-use restrooms. There's only one stall, so they're all the same. So it should.
All right, so at least she used the single-use bathrooms. I'll give her credit. And you know what? If it's single-use, I don't see the problem. I'm going to keep it a buck. If there aren't kids in there, I don't see the problem. And you know what? I may be wrong. And if I'm wrong and this sounds tone deaf because I'm a straight black man, let me know. But I just don't feel comfortable with trans women being in the bathrooms. That's just, you were a man at one point, and I got to protect my daughter, bro. If it was the other way around, okay, because I could at least be like, once I have a son, once he turns 7, 8, 9, he'll be able to kick you in the what, or, defend for himself a little bit, put up a struggle. But, a little daughter, a little girl might be completely defenseless. And not that she would do something like that, or that's a common trend, but it's just like, in general, I don't trust men. I don't trust women that used to be men. It is what it is. It's just in my programming. I might be brainwashed, but let me know what you guys think in the comment below if I'm in the wrong. Please like the video.
Shouldn't matter what restroom I use, and I should feel safe as a resident here to use the restroom that I identify with, and I'm going to continue to do so. And
good for you, but gender roles matter when it comes to using the restroom, because that's when you're exposed the most. Like you have little girls, young women, old women pulling their drawers down to do their private business. And, a lot of stuff happens in intersex bathrooms. That's why they're separated to begin with, is because of so many instances. And, there are places like parks and porta johns where crazy stuff has happened. And it's a preventative measure. We shouldn't mix everything. It shouldn't be mixed. Now, in a perfect world, that wouldn't be a problem, but we don't live in a perfect world. It's crazy and people are psychopaths. So we need those filters in place.
Continue to stand up for myself.
And I'm not anti standing up for yourself, to be clear. It's just, like I said, it's just the being with children thing, dude. I just can't, I can't get over that. I can't justify it. Let me know what you guys think. I hope this isn't tone deaf, and I know that they go through a lot, because they're different. They live a different lifestyle than the rest of the world. They're not straight people, or even the women that want to be guys or want to be butches or studs. They live a different life than them because they don't go through any changes a lot of times. They don't go through any TRT therapy, or, it's just a different ball game being a man that wants to turn into a woman. Because you're looked at as potentially dangerous because you also used to be a man. I don't know, man. I don't know. The world is changing. I don't know which direction, I'm not sure which direction it's going to turn, but let me know what your thoughts are here about this person that was struggling to use the restroom. And I'm going to be honest with you. In summary, I don't think that it was that big of a deal because it was single use. But anything where there are children involved, that's a no-no for me. I'm out. But please leave a comment, like the video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. And as usual, I'm out. Peace.